The world that they offer you is gray and promises dystopian control. They offer you safety and security purchased with the currency of your freedoms. But on this channel, we say absolutely not. The warmth and freedom of individual liberty will pass on from us to the next generation, and it starts right now. Welcome back, you beautiful bastions of freedom. My name is Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, how we're going to fix this bad boy together. Guys, do you want to see what the left is reacting to around the SCOTUS denial of Snopes? You want to see how they're responding in the general media outlets? Yeah, this is going to be interesting because they have a bit of a different perspective than you guys do. It's always important to study the opponents of freedom while we're purveying our freedom over here. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on because, guys, we've reached a new pinnacle. The gun controllers have discovered us on X, and we are going to walk through the entire thing right now. So make sure you are supporting that channel, like button, subscribe channel, all the notifications. Everything will be linked in the description box below. And an amazing way that you can support this channel is the new shirt that we have. This is our limited time design. You're only going to get it here. We're coming for our freaking rights. This not only looks good, it also wears what you believe. This is why I make these shirts, available in navy and in black, made by 9 Line here in the United States. It supports the veterans, it supports freedom, it supports looking amazing coming in July 4th. There's a link in the description box below. Guys, this is probably one of my favorite shirts we've ever made because Uncle Sam and we the people are pissed, and that is what it conveys. And now, here's a reason why this is such a timely offer that's in the description box. Look! Everytown for Gun Safety found me on X. Guys, turns out that when you are actually doing something, they don't like it. Because over here, Max Steel, really smart, really arrogant, really condescending, got in and really tried to get a little gotcha over there on my X account at Braden LOA, and you guys responded. So make sure you check that one out on X at Braden LOA. Max Steel coming in to prove why we exist and that we're going to always beat you. All right. Now let's get into the point here because this is important. So, you guys are fully familiar. The fact that the SCOTUS let us down yesterday, the Snopes case. They kicked us in the balls. They did. It was stupid. It was easy. Easiest case on the planet. AR-15s aren't bearable arms. What? Well, we need more court cases to really figure it out and really flush this whole thing out, says Kavanaugh. Yeah, okay. We've established that's stupid. We've established that's idiotic. We've very much established our irritation. We're still going to grind. We'll see you on the next one. But I want to draw some attention to this one. Kavanaugh signals the Supreme Court will soon decide the constitutionality of banning AR-15s, which causes people like Max Steel here to scream like little girls, because the second that happens, it's over. Anyway, let's keep going. So as you can see here, I want to give that perspective from the Hill. This is not a gun rights side of the aisle. This is literally a gun-controlling acolyte media source, okay? The Supreme Court on Monday declined to take up a case that involves whether possessing AR-15s is protected by the Second Amendment, but the court's conservatives are signaling they soon will. See that? You're going to find this tune a whole lot in here in a second. They're going to say, this happened, but you guys don't celebrate just yet. Watch. Barely falling short of the 4 votes required to take up a case. Yeah, because Kavanaugh decided that he wanted to get 18 different points of evidence versus the sitting 17. Anyway. But Justice Brett Kavanaugh sent a strong signal that he provided the crucial 4th vote in a future case once the issue percolates more in the lower courts. And that's the interesting thing about this, because obviously the natural reaction on the gun rights side, and I did a video on this last night, it's going to be irritation, but we're doubling down our efforts and we're going to grind. That's a big change. That was the whole point of my video last night. Again, hence why I say we're freaking coming for our rights. Right down there. That's why I made this shirt. Anyway, let's keep going. They want to percolate it a little bit more. Let's get 18 points of evidence versus the 17. And here they start quoting him. But remember, the theme here and the trend of what they're saying in this article is it's gonna happen. It's coming soon. A strong signal. They're telling their gun-controlling left, knock, knock, you're in trouble. All right, let's keep going. Quote, in my view, this court should and presumably will address the AR-15 issue soon in the next term or two, Kavanaugh wrote in a 3-page written statement. Kavanaugh, President Trump's second appointee to the court, called Maryland's law questionable, but he stressed the issue is currently being considered by several appeals courts that are weighing over states' bans. Now, we all know how we feel about this. it's obvious how we feel about this. It's quite obvious that this is a stupid decision of waiting. This is analysis paralysis in action. However, he did say next term or two. Does that mean it's going to happen? No, I don't know that. However, look at what the Hill is writing here to the media acolytes. This is how they communicate. Guys, this is it, okay? Let's keep going. Opinions from the other Court of Appeals should assist this court's ultimate decision-making on the AR-15 issue, Kavanaugh wrote. Again, look at the quotes they're pulling. That's why this is important. Let's continue on. The trio of other conservative justices said they would have taken up the issue now. Quote, I would not wait to decide whether the government can ban the most popular rifle in America. The question is of critical importance to tens of millions of law-abiding AR-15 owners throughout the country. We have avoided deciding it for a full decade, Thomas wrote in a solo written dissent. Now, of course, Thomas is directly over the target, as he usually is. You know, making dum-dums like this guy screech and wail like the women that they are. But as we continue, guys, they're pulling quotes and they are warning their leftist acolyte friends, allies. This is how it works. They put out all these different pieces through The Hill, through the New York Times, not the Washington Post, that's not theirs. Through all their different, ABC, CBS, NBC, all of them. They float all these trial balloons. It's how they communicate and get the intelligentsia discussing things in D.C. This is literally their move. Just saying, this article could have come out very different, and they would have said, haha, we win, AR's never forever. That's what they would have said. He added, quote, I doubt we would sit idly by if lower courts were to subvert our precedents, including any other constitutional right. Now, again, that's Thomas, and of course, he's correct. The bottom line here, and this is why I wanted to do this video, when you look at the tone of this article, it is not a celebratory, we have won, AR-15s are going away forever, we are the victorious people high on the hill. No, what this article's tone is, yeah, guys, they did it now, but they said some things we might not like. Talking to the gun control left side of this. Because, factually, it doesn't look good if you're on the left. Now, on the gun right side of this, yeah, it's annoying as hell. It is salt in an ever-open wound of the SCOTUS just continuously kicking the ball down the road, or the can down the road. However, if you're on the left side of this, they are openly telling everybody around that, yeah, this seems more like a can kick down the road versus a open, nailed, shut door case AR-15s are gone forever. I'm just saying, it was not a denial of the principle, it was a denial of the case. I'm still irritated that it happened. It shouldn't have happened. It should have been accepted. It should have gotten cert, and we should be hearing it very shortly. But that's not what actually occurred. What actually occurred was they said, not right now, let the lower cases decide. And it all came down to Kavanaugh. It wasn't all the SCOTUSes, right? 3 of those SCOTUSes said, yeah, no, we should pick that up because this is some bullshit. And then Kavanaugh goes, well, maybe we need 27 more pieces of correlating evidence to really get the full scope of what's going on. Which is a total stall tactic and crap, but it's not. Yeah, Kagan and Sotomayor and Ketanji Brown Jackson, they are right. No, it wasn't that. It was literally down to Kavanaugh. Now, ACB and Justice Roberts, they got some explaining to do, but candidly, that's where this sat at. But let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to go on to X and dog this guy because he dared he dared insult you guys. My supporters, my followers, the people who grind with me every day for freedom. Oh, that is not a good look, and I cannot wait to see you over there on X at Braden LOA. Make sure you guys send this video out. I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. Later.